Hi, Dr. Marmarchi. I've logged into your Mindtap course as sample student, and I'm in Chapter 3, and I'm going to test the homework to show that you can take it 3 times. So if I go into Chapter 3 and I click on the Applia homework, you'll see that it tells me when it's due. I'm going to click Continue, and it'll open the homework assignment. So I'm going to just put in some answers as best I can, and then I'm going to hit grade it now. You'll see here that I'm on the first attempt. That's what this little diamond shape means. If I hit grade it now, it tells me that I got that wrong, and then I got that wrong, and then it does give me some remediation, and that right when I'm in the problem it says try another version. So I click on it and it generates a second version of the same question. So this time I'm gonna click a different answer, and you can see I'm on the second attempt and my average is 0 for 2, and I'm gonna try this second question and click grade it now. All right, I'm still getting these wrong pretty much. Oh, I got the second one right, I guess, and here's the explanation. So now I'm going to X out of this. So I've X'd out of the Applia homework, and I've gone to the progress report to see myself. I'm this sample student Marmarchi, and you can see that my recorded score is still 0 out of 16. And the reason for that is because I still have not submitted anything for grading. So let me go back into the assignment. I've gone back into the assignment, and I'm now on question 2. If at any time I want to see the assignment in its entirety, I can click on back to the assignment as I just did, and the 5 different questions will come up, and it'll show me how many attempts I've had and what I got on each attempt and what my score is. And then when I want to submit for a grade, I click on I'm done, grade assignment now. If at any time, I go through one time all of them and then I want to go in again, let's say I want to go take my last try on question 1, I can go back in and take this one more time because I do have one more take. All right, so I'm gonna click continue now because that's my last try, and it's going to take me to the next question. So the try another version is at the bottom of the screen when you hit grade it now, and when you want to see how many attempts you've had, you go back to the assignment and you can see how many you've had. And so now I'll hit I'm done, grade assignment now. It says I will not be able to change my answers after I submit it for grading. So this is where I mean that they get 3 attempts within each problem, but they only get 1 submission. So I guess there's a distinction between a submission and an attempt. So I hope this has been helpful. Now I have popped over into the to your view. I'm not logged in as a student any longer. I'm logged in as you actually, and I know you were asking about how to start showing Chapter 4. So it looks like Part 1 is completely hidden. So if you want to show Chapter 4, which is part of Part 2, I mean to say Part 2 is totally hidden. So we're going to have to unhide first the whole part. Hang on, it looks like it logged. Okay, I've relogged in under your account, and I want to address the question about how to show Chapter 4. So when you go into Part 2, you'll see that all of Part 2 is hidden, and in order to show Chapter 4, we must first unhide Part 2. So I'm going to go in, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to show all of Part 2. And then since you probably still want Chapter 5 hidden and Chapter 6 hidden, I'm going to go ahead and hide those. Because we hid Part 2 as a part, you had to unhide it as a part first. I'm also going to go ahead and hide chapter 4 again as an individual so that you can go in and unhide it. So now when you log in, part 2 as a whole is not blacked out, just each chapter. So you can go in to chapter 4 and click on the show button, and that should work. Yes, now the toggle works. I hope that helps to explain it. I'll try to write this in the email as well. Thanks.